This is definitely the most out there stream I've done, but I do not care. This is just what I'm going to be doing. Alright. So, the first thing I noticed upon scrolling through this list is how many of, like, the new ones are just, like, next to the old ones. Which is fine, it's just... Oh, we've got a long ways to go, I guess. Okay. So, honestly, I would say the best FNAF plushies tend to be towards the start, aside from one we'll get to. I gotta put... The first Freddy plushies kinda have to go in great, because they are really good. Hello, Gesapina. I am incredibly tired. This is what I have the energy for, so let's go. I think the regular Freddy plushies look pretty good, honestly. Bonnie is a bit scuffed, but he looks fine. What the hell happened here? It is... People make fun of it all the time. I don't understand what happened here. What a coincidence, so am I. Real. So real. Like, I have no idea how they managed to mess up the Chico plush so much. And this is... okay. Later on, they decide to start sewing on the eyebrows, which was a great idea because they stitched them into the seams before, but they didn't stitch the entire thing around, just one end. So they would just flare out, like, it's so bad. Meanwhile, the Foxes... The Foxy plush from Funko is probably their best plush of all time. Kingdom Hearts fandom trailer gave me a second win for a bit, that is one off. Real, I haven't actually sat down and watched the trailer yet. I just know that it is going to do a collab, and that's pretty cool to me. I just haven't had the time since after work, since I laid down and I was like, I don't think I want to exist anymore. And welcome to the stream. It's fucking peak, that's what it is? Hell yeah. Now, by the way, this is going to be my opinion more than just, like, in general. Because the fact is that the Foxy plush is the best one Funko ever made. However, I personally like the Funtime Foxy or the Toy Foxy a lot more. Because it was unintentional, but I love it so much. They tried to give her lipstick with one of the seams, but they didn't do it properly, so instead of looking like lipstick, it looks like a tongue. So it just looks like she's going bleh the entire time. So I like that a lot. I think that one's actually really good. I actually have two of those because I got one when it initially released. I got one of the re-releases recently as well because I saw it and I was like, there's no way they're re-releasing these, and they did. The Toy Freddy one looks visually fine, but he just isn't Toy Freddy. He's just significantly darker than Toy Freddy is. It just doesn't make sense. I think, in general, their Golden Freddy plushies have always been pretty good. I think the new one is slightly better, but I think they're both fine. I think they're both cute. Their Shadow Freddy is just a recolor, and it's purple, and I like Orpal, so that's fine. Everything I say is objectively correct. This is correct. Now, this is where we get into a mix of, is this so bad it's good, or just bad? Because the Toy Bonnie plush is objectively hilarious. I have no idea how they managed to fuck it up so horribly, but it still looks so funny and appealing that I can't give it anything lower. Because it does everything it's supposed to. It does it incredibly poorly. He looks like he's tweaking. Literally, Every single Toy Bonnie hold on. Every single Toy Bonnie plush looks like they're tweaking. Okay. I need to look up them specifically. What in... Oh, it's shopping. God damn it, go back. I hate that they do that. I can't... Why did I write FNAF? I meant Funko. Like, all of them look like they are absolutely tweaking. There is not one that looks normal. I love him. He's so funny to me. I can't give him anything other than a B tier because simultaneously they look fantastic and so awful. Meanwhile, on the other end, I will say the Toy Chica plush is up there as one of their best plushes of all time. I don't know why they locked in, but they did. They genuinely just locked in. I'm surprised they don't use this as the base for, like, most Chicas now. Instead, they made a new Chica base because their original Chica was terrible. I don't know if it's just me. I just don't particularly like merch based on the cupcake. I'm just like, oh, okay. I like it, like, on the Sanchi Chica plush, you get a little magnetic Mr. Cupcake, but you don't need... I don't think you need a full cupcake. I think it looks fine, it just could be from anything. Okay. This Mangle plush right here is the most scuffed plush of all time. It barely represents the character. It has a terrible metallic... It's good for cosplay. You know what? That's a good point. That is a good point. I'll move it up to good for that. That's actually good point. Now, this Mangle plush has one broken eye, which... Sure. It has the proper lipstick. It has a really nice bow tie. I have this one in real life as well. And let me tell you, it has nightmare teeth that literally looks like it's on duct tape. It feels like it's on duct tape. And you know what? It's so terrible that it's going in the S tier. Favorite part of FNAF? I don't know. I really loved speedrunning Security Breach. I love the designs of FNAF. So, I don't know. Oh, okay. This image doesn't do it justice. I need to... Hold on. I need to... This is genuinely my least favorite. This shows it a lot better. This is like a latex mask on top of the plush. It's so bad. It is abhorrently bad. And none of them look right anyway. This is just not stuffed right. They made a new one later on, but I have literally never seen this in person. Not once. Yeah, it goes bottom of F tier. Can't wait for Mimic plush series. There is a U2's Mimic plush. And this is only Funko ones because look at how many we have to deal with. Oh, the Springtrap plush is so bad, but it's so funny. It is so good and so funny. It looks enough like Springtrap. Like, you get it. You get it, but at the same time, the eyes are wrong. The everything's wrong. Why does he have just a goofy-eye grin? He's perfect. Now, The Phantom Foxy plush is pretty bad. It's okay, here's the thing with the Phantom Foxy plush, and it along with some of the other plushes are going to get bad because of the texture of the fabric used. Because it's like one of those shiny, really cheap feeling ones. It's just really, really bad. This is going to be an interesting one because this is the first time we're going to get plushies of the same character in different tiers. Okay. Ashtray Foxy. I would say that the old Nightmare Freddy's deserve outright bad because they are so, like, they look like bootlegs. They really do. They look terrible. But I think the more modern one is actually pretty decent. Like, I wouldn't buy it myself because I don't particularly like the Nightmares. But I think it's fine. And honestly, I'm gonna just, like, I'm speedrunning the Nightmares. Cause... oh boy. You know what? I'll actually put the Nightmare Cupcake up a little bit higher because of the whole cosplay thing. It's so terrible. And I'm realizing now they never made a Nightmare Chica. That's funny. All of the Nightmares, other than the 2 new Hot Topic exclusive ones, look so bad. They use terrible, like... okay. The wave is inconsistent to begin with. Like, you have the Bonnies that show withering just, like, on their, like, actual stitched parts, but everyone else just shows it through, like, these printed on fabric pieces. Foxy's the only one that has, like, consistent withering. The 2 Freddys don't have that at all. Yeah, the nonsensical endoskeleton, we love that. And then you have the teeth, which, once again, like Mangle, is the duct tape, Nightmare teeth. It's so bad. It's so bad. Okay, this is a controversial opinion. I actually do really like the original Circus Baby plush. Because it just, like, it fits. It doesn't... I think a lot of people didn't like it because it didn't fit the traditional plush design that they had been going with. But I think they would have been a lot better. Like, I think the puppet would have been better in this body style. I genuinely think that this looks nice. I wouldn't have minded having it, I just don't. I have a bunch of FNAF plush toys. I do. I will try to bring up, like, I own pretty much this entire top row I own. Except I don't have the big ones. We haven't even gotten to a lot of the ones that I own, now that I look up. Because I have all of my FNAF plushies above my computer. I'm not even joking. The Ballora plush, on the other hand, looks so bad. It looks so bad. But it's not even the worst of the sister location wave, and we'll get there. Funtime Foxy. This one is just going to go into great and not incredible, because yeah, it's very similar to the Foxes that came before, but it has a lot more printed on fabric, and I don't particularly like the eye rings that they did for this series, and the speaker can be a little inconsistent. It's not ideal. I do love the bow though, so I think it's good, but it's not perfect. Oh god, I forgot about you. He is better than the Nightmares, but not by enough. Like, no, you know what, you're just bad. I think it's nice that they include the Bonbon plush along with it. Like, I think that's nice, but everything looks so bad. I don't know why they stitched on the eyes like that. I wish they kept with their normal eye design, because otherwise it would look fine. Ennard looks like he'd be flattened by a train. Ennard is I think that is the worst FNAF plush of all time. Let me quickly... I need to just quickly show you. First of all, let me point out the YouTube's plush that does this, like, perfectly. Like, let's be honest. Oh, boy. What is with the snout? Why is there just one fully black eye? I think the way they did the body was actually quite smart, having it have that textured look, so it looked a lot like wires. However, in my opinion, if you as a Funko plush are worse than the good stuff knockoffs, that's a bad sign. Because this is one of those plush companies that exists solely to go into claw machines, and this looks 1,000 times better. Straight up. It's really sad. Okay. I love the bonnet plush. I think it's quite good. I just wish it had legs. Why do you not have legs? I understand they never show it because, like, they're hand puppets, allegedly, but, like, I feel like they should have legs. I have this Lolbit plush. It is so good. It has a tail, and I love that. To be fair, girl got no legs in the original. To be fair, most characters, if they are never seen below the waist, do not have modeled legs. Like, that's just how it is. I have this Lolbit plush. I actually have 2 of them. And that's how I can tell you that the sister location wave with its speakers on the thing is so damn inconsistent. One of my Lolbits, it's like almost entirely like black instead of being a checkerboard pattern. It's weird. I think the stitched on eyes for her works perfectly because she doesn't have eyes. They're like sunken in holes. So I love that. I also love the FNAF world representation, technically. Spider limbs for bonnet. Hell yeah. Okay. I've seen a bunch of plushes do this, like, concept of, like, a whole bunch of, sticks, like, it's actually a lot of French fry plushes do this for some reason. I don't know why there's so many French fry plushes, but there's a lot. And I will say, I think the way they do it is pretty cool, but but the thing with these is that you'd have, if you desperately wanted it for, like, a cosplay or something, you needed to order it online because people would genuinely just steal all of the butters out of the box. Oh, let's go. First blacklight wave. Okay, hold on. This is a bootleg. This one isn't real. Goodbye. Okay, thank you for joining the stream. I own this, Blacklight, Freddy. Why? Oh, Spotify is trying to play an ad, but can't get owned. I own this Blacklight Pink Freddy, and I honestly really like the color scheme. I think it looks great. I know a lot of people dislike the Blacklight waves because they're cheap recolors, but I don't care. I think they genuinely, like, look good. Fun fact, I forget if it's this one or this one. They are in an official FNAF game, because, well, they were in one of the Freddy in Space games as, like, an enemy in, like, the bad merch dimension or whatever. But yeah, I honestly quite like them, just because this first wave has a lot of, like, nice and pleasing colors. Like, also, I have this Lemon Lime Foxy, and let me tell you, it's so good. It looks great. It's super soft. It looks super good. It's unironically not bad. I wish I had the trans rights Foxy. That would be pretty cool, too. I'll put it beneath the regular Foxies, though. And personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the blueberry there. I'll put the cupcakes into I'll put the cupcakes into the meh tier because they're good for cosplay. This entire wave is like good for cosplaying. Funnily enough, there was never a bonbon, just a bonnet. The FNAF bad merch dimension is just the GameStop clearance display. I fucking wish. Okay, before my GameStop closed, I went in there constantly looking for FNAF stuff, and they're like, outside of the giant fucking, like 16-inch figures for Freddy and Bonnie, they just had nothing, and it sucked. Oh, the Balloon Boy is so bad. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, it's like slightly better than Ballora, but it's still so fucking bad. Oh, it's so terrible. To be fair, mine is basically just figures of Star Wars characters no one wants. To be fair, my GameStop is no longer anything. I went to my GameStop, like, wanting to I wanted to go to GameStop one day. I went up there, the entire store was, like, chained closed. People were inside packing shit up, and it said, oh, by the way, we're moving. And I was like, oh! I was like, no, they're leaving. They weren't moving. They were moving inventory at that point. God. Okay, and now we get to the Twisted ones, which are plagued with printed-on fabric that looks terrible, just design inconsistencies. Why do you use the Toy Chica base? It doesn't make sense. They're terrible, absolutely terrible. Okay, here's the thing. This is like this Theodore plush is a plush in-game. It looks fantastic, actually. I'm not even joking. I wouldn't mind owning that. Okay, I was wrong. The Charlie the Unicorn is actually the worst one. Enter, you go down there. In terms of, I basically just have to order these in the order of which I'd actually want to own them. Which is, probably about there. They're all so bad. Fun fact, this is not a real character. Twisted Chicas never shows up in the book at all. They don't exist. Hello? My Spotify is broken forever. It can't handle the power of uBlock Origin. Okay, there we are. Roadkill Freddy. It's Acne Scar Freddy. That's shit that I got. No, Bonnie doesn't... That Bonnie is really disappointing because Twisted Bonnie has like a split predator jaw, which is just a really shit. I own the Funko Pop for that Twisted Bonnie because it genuinely looks awesome. Hold on, let me actually... I own this because it actually looks kinda sick. Like, straight up. Like, obviously it's a Funko Pop, but at the same time, like, it has a proper endoskeleton design that makes sense. Like, and the split jaw is just really neat. I don't know. Like, okay, these designs, I will say, I probably prefer, in general, the Twisteds to the Nightmares. Because, like, they actually have effort put into their designs, instead of just being, oh man, we gotta be as edgy as possible. Like, I don't know. It is a fucked up wolf. It looks terrible in this, too. And a lot of these have the plague of the weirdly metallic, fabric that's awful. This open mouth is sewn on over their neck, and it's terrible. Once again, why do you use the Toy Chica base? It makes no sense. Probably because the regular Chica looked terrible, so that's what they had. I'm realizing now that at this point, they had only made 2 Chica plushes. They had made the original, the Toy Chica, and then frickin' Twisted Chica. That's so weird. The Helpy plush is one of the standouts of looking fantastic. Just straight up, it looks great. Rockstar Freddy kinda has to go into S tier because of that one news report. The news report where Rockstar Freddy gets saved. Hold on. Yeah, it was on CNN. They had people go to the top of a school because someone had, like, thrown the poor kid's plush up top. Like, this is just a genuinely nice story. It actually makes me quite happy. I'm glad that they did that. And, you know, the plush is honestly probably the best Freddy we've gotten. Like, unironically. It looks really good. I'm still not the biggest fan of the eye ring design that they did, but I think overall it's good. Okay, this is where the eye rings really kill a design, because the eye patch is embedded in the eye. Why? Why would you do that? It's terrible. It genuinely ruins the Rockstar Foxy plush. And then Lefty, I'll give that a solid B because it's just a recolored Rockstar Freddy. I think they did a good job with that. I don't know why they're gray instead of black. Just Funko racism, I guess. Happy Frog. I wish I owned this Happy Frog. I really do. I wish I owned it. Happy Frog with a gun. I love Happy Frog so much. I think their design is great. I think this plush is the cutest they've ever been. I own their pop because when I wanted to get their plush, it was sold out and it never came back. I think the Mr. Hippo looks actually quite good. I think he's one of the better of the mediocre melodies because I think in general, the Orville and the Pig Patch just did not fare well most of the time. They didn't. L Chip, I genuinely cannot remember this one ever existing. A lot of plushies won't do fully black fabric because the dye can rub off on other plushies. That is something I did not know. Thank you for letting me know that. Huh. I would not have considered that. That's strange. Oh, it's been a while since we've had an addition to the bottom tier. I'm sorry, Candy Cadet. You deserved better. But you are 100% printed fabric, you're held to hold, and your entire design is flimsy and bad. Now, immediately after that Candy Cadet, you have FNAF World Spring Bonnie, which immediately jumps up to being one of the best in the entire, like, game series. No, I'm just gonna put these up here, yeah. Straight up, like, one of the best. One of YouTube's one of Funko's actual best. I keep saying YouTube's because I own so many YouTube's plush. Oh boy. Okay. I think, in general, Glamrock Freddy and Montgomery Gator are meh. I think they're fine. Like, they're not perfect, but they could be a lot worse. And I think that overall they look fine, even if the Glamrock Freddy looks kind of sad. Hold on, let me just do... He looks like he eated the bees. This is a bootleg, but it is funny. Okay, Glamrock Chica has a ton of inaccuracies, so I can't put her any higher than B, but I think that she's fine. I think she's fine. I do like her generally, but there's a lot of problems with her, obviously, and it might just be down to the fact the designs were not finalized by the time they were made. The Roxy one hurts. Because I love Roxy, this plush is just so bad. Like, I want to put it higher because I love Roxy, but at the same time, I know that it's just so bad, and I wouldn't want any more of it. Like, she's just missing most of her design. Like, her hair is abysmal. Like, I hate it. The Vanny plush looks like she eated a bees in general. But, in general, I would think her jumbo plushies actually look a lot better. I actually own this yellow and blue one. It's super soft and cuddly, and frankly, I'd put it up, like, pretty high. The jumbo plushies tend to be a lot higher quality, which is really nice. This is one of the weirdest ones, because Freddy Frostbear is, like, the best Freddy they've ever made. It's, like, such high quality, and, like, the printing is great, the fabric feels super soft. I don't know why they locked in for fucking Freddy Frostbear. It's just really funny to me. Frederick fucking Frostbear, exactly. Now, this security puppet is great. I think it looks phenomenal and does everything the original should have. It can't go higher than A because I've literally never seen this in the public. Oh god, Shadow BB. Not Shadow, Phantom BB. I genuinely don't know if this is a bootleg or not. I really don't. Like, I've seen it discussed as if it's official a bunch of times, but I've also never seen one that's real. Hold on. Oh my god, it's in shopping again. God damn it. I hate that they do this. Images, not shopping. It's real. Oh, he looks diseased. My poor son, he has every disease. Oh. Wow. Wow. He's terrible. RFK beep. You're not. This is what RFK looks like. You're right. Ooh, the pastel black lights. Overall, I'm gonna just put them primarily into meh, because I think they're not as good as the original Blacklight Wave, but I don't know why. Every single time they do the Blacklight series, the plush quality is actually insanely good. Like, the actual, like, fabric and the stuffing is just phenomenal. I don't know why they lock in, but they do it every time. I don't get it. Chocolate Bonnie is actually, as stupid as it is, I think it is an actual quite good plush. I put it into a solid good. Oh, the Jacko Bonnie and Jacko Chica. Welcome to F tier, my friends. You're probably a little bit higher than these two. It's so bad. I don't know why. I don't know why they chose to do those. They look terrible. They're awful. I hate them. like, okay. I think it's funny that they made a whole new design for the nightmares because the nightmares themselves were so bad, but somehow they made it worse. Like, it's so bad. It's so bad. And you know what? I forget what his actual name is. The ignited Grim Foxy from Help Wanted is just as bad. He's awful. However, Dreadbear, that's a goated one. Those go into solid great. I do not regret picking them up for $3 at a Five Below. I think they look funny. They really do, but I think they're good. I think overall they're good. Same with the Captain Foxy. I think this is a great one. I would probably put it around here. Personally, I think Captain Foxy is the best Foxy design we've gotten in general because it makes the most sense for what Foxy probably would have looked like, but we just ignore that. I think this one's great, and it actually gives him a hook. Like, I have this one. I actually quite love him. He's great. I actually own this Blacklight Glamrock Freddy. He's fine. Basically, all of these Blacklights go around here. And yes, I will say that the Blacklight Roxy is slightly better just because the liberties they took with the design actually made it a little bit better. In fact, I think, honestly, all of these kind of just look better than their originals because they chose to do something different. Oh, okay. So these are a bunch of AR skins, rather. And here's the thing. I'm just going to put them at a row below. And this is what we refer to as sensory hell. And why do we call it sensory hell? It's because the fabrics used to make all of these are atrocious. I own this one, and frankly, I kind of want to put it up here because I think it looks cute. However, it is also sensory hell. And I'm going to put them in order of, like, how good they look. So that's about it. Yeah. It's quite bad. Like, it is quite bad. Not a fan, let me tell you. These are hell on earth. It's also funny because these are toy animatronics, which Funko has never made. They have never made like a true wave of just the toy animatronics, and also they're completely redesigned from their other toys. So like, I don't know. Okay, Shamrock Freddy, he's green. He's green. And honestly, they locked in again, but I think the design in general is worse than the other one. I think this one is good, it's just the eye rings are so terrible. However, this chocolate Freddy is actually kinda awesome looking. Boston Febby. Which one is Boston? The green? Oh, Liberty Chica, let's fucking go. S tier. I own a Liberty Chica plush, and I own the figure. Honestly, I don't know why. The accessories are all just like basic felt, but they're pretty good actually. Like, it looks good, it feels good, and honestly, the figure is even better. The figure is actually really good. I don't know why. It's just actually decent. Rotisserie Chicken of Exiles, hell yeah. Okay, this tie-dye wave. I'm gonna put... Okay. I think, in general... You know what? I'm not even gonna mince words. I think, in general, like, these three do so little to differentiate themselves. You know what? The Foxy, too. They do so little to differentiate themselves that it is abysmally bad. However, the Chica is good. I think it belongs right about here. And this Fun Time Foxy is also pretty good. I'll put it in good. I'll probably put it just slightly above. I own both of these, and I can say the materials used in them are quite good. I think if they ever released a basic new Chica plush with this design, it would be great. I don't know why they haven't. This fucking plush. I think this fucking plush looks phenomenal. But I, I've talked about this so much. It never released in America. I am 100% sure of it. Because I went to Walmart every single week for over an entire year looking for this goddamn cheese trap. And it does not exist. It does not exist. Not real. Not a real plush. I am convinced it does not exist. It looks so good. It is so much better than the original Springtrap. It's such a better design. It looks so good. And it just doesn't exist. And eventually, this is actually why I started buying the U2's plushies, because they made a glitch trap before a spring trap. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy the fucking glitch trap because I can actually get it. Like, it's ridiculous. Okay, Pop Goes, that's a solid A. I own these as well. This is... they are very bug-eyed, but they are quite funny. I like them. I like their little vest. The vest is not, it's not like printed on. It's actually like a real knitted vest. It's nice. I think, however, the candy plush, that is genuinely one of their best. I'm not even joking. I think the nose is understuffed in a lot of these, but these candy plushes are actually phenomenal. Blake is not as good as Pop Goes. However, I just want them to look at each other. I own the Blake as well. He's funny. I do like him, so... I think it's funny. You know what? Actually, this one goes... You know, it stays up here because I think that the hat on the Pop Goes is better. This was made without the permission of the original creator of Pop Goes. This was made by, this one was made specifically by Scott Cawthon and not Kane Carter. He just made this, which is really funny. And Kane was like, yeah, he's allowed to do that. Alright. Oh boy, the circus ones. Okay. Circus Freddy, I gotta put you in great. Like, straight up, looks phenomenal. Love him. This Bonnie is terrible. I hate it so much. I hate it. You know what? I hate it more than the Twisted ones. I hate it more than the Twisted ones. However, this fucking Clown Fox... Up here, he's goated. I love this sad Clown Fox. He's awesome. Also, I think in general the balloon circus designs are actually quite funny. I think because it reminds me of that one image of the dog in G-Bot holding a balloon. Hold on. This is what every single balloon circus character looks like to me. It's really funny. Like this is what every single balloon circle. Oh, I'm getting clown FNAF related images in my DMs. Oh, that's the Joker kebab truck. How is that related to clown FNAF? I mean, I appreciate it, but I don't understand the connection. Hold on. Can I put this into, can I put this in here? No, it's a paint.net image. No. Clown. Fair enough. Hold on. I'm just gonna see. Yeah, there it is. There, now everyone can see it. This is an AI image, but you know what? I kinda... This was just funny to me. I'll allow it. I'll allow it once. I think, yeah, I'll put this in the order about this. I think these look very good, honestly. I think it's a shame, like, Funko started locking in, and then they didn't lock in. They stopped locking in, they locked out. Apparently located somewhere within Poland. For some reason that doesn't surprise me. Okay, you go into sensory hell. Blackheart Bonnie, number one, inaccurate because the original design is transparent. It's not something you can do in a plush. Why did you do it then? Oh, this fucking Frost Balloon Boy. Okay. Balloon Boy is being knocked down with all of these terrible plushies. What the hell? What do you think Joker's kebabs taste like? Honestly, probably quite good. If you have never gotten kebabs out of a bootleg truck, you're missing out. Okay, then you have 4th of July Freddy, which apparently, from what I've heard, this Freddy is like the softest and best Freddy that they've ever made. Like, straight up. And apparently, like, he has the more accurate colors on, like, the body type. Apparently, this one is really good. I can't verify that, but you know what? I'll believe him. Ugh, okay. I am not a fan of the designs they used for Sun and Moon here. I'm gonna be for real. I think overall they look not great. Okay, and then you have the Christmas ones. Okay. I think in general, y'all go into meh. Oh my god, that Nutcracker Foxy is horrifying. Nope, you go down here. However, Snow Chica, that's an A right there. He looks so stupid. She looks so stupid, but she's so good. And I will put, I think these are fine. And the movie Cupcake plush that they've released is, unironically, one of the best plushies they've ever made. Okay, they gotta stop doing these withered plushies. I'm gonna be honest, they all look terrible. Every single one of them looks awful. Stop making them. Stop it. And this is also awful. I don't know why they decide to make their Glitch Trap plush look like Vanny instead of the actual fucking Glitch Trap plush that exists in the game. And these are not really Funko plushes, so they don't count. Piss Trap? Yeah. I don't understand why they did it. I just realized Blackheart Bonnie is, like, trying to, like, get away from everyone. He's like, I don't want to be here, bro. You know what? Just for that, you get to go to the top of Sensory Hell. And I'll be honest, most of the designs in Sensory Hell are better than the atrocious ones. It's just that they are terrible as a plush. You know what, actually, you also deserve to be down here because you're also entirely that metallic. No, you're not metallic, you're printed on fabric. Never mind. Yeah. Hold on, let me see the entire... Wow, okay. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let's just close out of that and that. Oh my god. The one problem with having a bunch of hard drives for all my recordings is the fact that File Explorer wants to die every time it tries to exist. So here we have the whole tier. Oh my god, it's way too big. So this is our full tier list. Look at that. I can't believe Funtime Foxy is a top tier character in Super Smash Bros. One day that will be true. Well, one day that will be true. Alright, so this is probably... This was really the only energy I had for today, so... Yeah, I felt this would be a fun little diversion. And, yeah. I think Vitamin 87 Final Smash, hell yeah. I think it's funny how primarily the best plushies they made were right at the very start. Looking at the list. Like, they have occasional strokes of greatness, but, like, in general, they just kind of flopped as it got deeper in. Yeah. Alright. Thanks for tuning in. That was a lot of fun. Take care, lots of love, and see you tomorrow.